In the latest in the series of interviews with Korean players and officials, past and present, next up is one of the Irish League's best midfielders of his era, Tony Gorman.
I signed for Coleraine in August 1994 from Portadown. The move sort of really came out of the blue. I'd been all set to sign a new contract at Portadown, having felt myself did really well the previous season. We'd finished runners up in the league, losing the league in the last day to Linfield. So it was a bit of a shock really when Ronnie McFall informed me that he'd accepted a bid from Coleraine for £15,000. So at that stage I went and met Felix, met him up in Coleraine, and was really impressed with what he had to say, his plans for the club, and where he saw his ability as a manager, where he felt he could take the club. So like I really bought into it, and with the players that he'd also signed, Eamon Doherty, Gary Beckett came in that year as well. Stevie Campbell came in from Dundee. So really good players, and there was a good sprinkling of players there anyway. Like I remember the first team, first Korean team I played in was probably David Platt and Eamon, right back, Stevie Campbell, left back, Stuart McLean, Paul Gaston, centre back, Ricky Wade on the right, Johnny McIver on the left, myself and Alan Ewing in the middle of the park, Cookie, Gary Beckett, Jeff Ferris were the strikers. Mark McWalters, he was injured. He was actually there at the time as well. So there's some really good players in the team, and we played a really good brand of football with some great results. We didn't lose too many games. I remember the first season we had an awful lot of draws, and that ultimately cost us at the end of the season, where unfortunately it was the time of the split in the league, and we ended up on the wrong end of some bad decision making from our point of view from the AFA, where they decided that aggregate placings over 2 seasons would count in the final makeup of the new Premier and First Division. But in saying that, some really good times and some really good games in that first season.